Hey friends, Diana here from Garden Love. Today we're working on making a little pen for a new little friend that we have. We found this gate at like the group from Facebook, like the groups on Facebook. They were giving it out for free, so we went to pick it up. And I think it's a perfect temporary fix for our new little friendly animal that we're adding to our homestead. I think it's going to work out just fine, and later on in the future we're hoping to create a bigger chicken coop with a bigger run so we can go ahead and add more chickens and not have to worry about them being out free ranging. We'll just let them free range when we want to. Oh, you brought your Easter egg basket? Be careful, because one of the shells are very delicate. Let me see, how many eggs did you get today? 3. I like it. Do you like eating your home, I guess, grown eggs? Yeah? Okay, you want to take them back in the kitchen so that way they don't break? Okay. Okay. You're enjoying this soil. Hey. She doesn't let you pet her. Alright, so let's go back and continue. We're just going to add a little run for our new pet, or our new little homestead animal. And let me go ahead and help.
Friends, although I haven't been posting a lot of videos, this is the type of thing we've been doing, and sometimes it's time consuming, and sometimes I'm able to get the camera and other times I'm not, because we're just on the go. We decide to do it and we go for it, and we're just getting things done. As I mentioned, most of these gates actually came from Facebook group. They put them up for free and we went to pick them up, and other parts came from a previous neighbor who actually had a goat as a pet in her backyard. Her backyard was a tad bigger than my old backyard, but it was still in the suburbs, still in a tract home, and she just had her little goat as a pet, and she had him in a little cage similar to this. So all the pieces that she had, she gave them to us. She knew we were moving on to a bigger property, and we are so glad that we took it, because now we can build other pens if we want to get other animals for the property. Now, this won't be a permanent pin for our new guest. It's actually just going to be temporary. That's the reason why we are not, permanently staking this down. We are doing temporary fixes, as you guys can see. That way it won't move the gates, because it is strong enough to move the gates.
Should I try? Just for fun? Whoa, yeah.
Careful with your hands.
Okay. I like how you did this earlier. I figure I'd give that a try. It's even going down.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
I'm watching it.
Okay, look, I felt like I wasn't even making
You're going down like a little bit at a time, but it's doing it.
That's tiring. Your turn. That was very tiring. Lily wants to record us. I'll chat with Daddy, because I don't want you to get hurt by accident.
Well, as you guys know, our soil here is extremely hard. It's clay, super hard soil, so we were having a hard time getting these stakes in the ground. We were trying different methods. My husband suggested I hold this still while he hammers it, and I don't think that was a good idea because it really hurt. The vibration from the hammer really went through the steel to my hand, and I decided to say stop several times until he actually heard
All
me
right,
and
friends, since
stopped.
this is a
So we
temporary
managed to get
fix
most of the
for
stakes all the
our
way down, but
new
we
guest
didn't
in
think
the
that was going to
homestead,
be enough and hold our
we are having a
new
hard time
friend in
staking
this
this
pin, so
down,
we decided to
and
take
we
it
don't
a
want to
step
do nothing
further
too
by
permanent.
getting
So
some of these logs that we
we're
had.
afraid that he's gonna
Some
push
smaller
the
logs
fence
were
because he's
actually from
pretty
the pine
strong.
tree that we
So we
removed so we
decided to
can make
repurpose
the
these
edible
logs that we
landscape on
got
the
and
hillside.
just put
And
them
the other
here as a
logs we
barrier.
actually found down the
So
street that
we're
were
gonna move
left out
them.
on the
So
sidewalk
we're
because they
rolling
had
them
just
down the
cut a
hill
tree down. My
and
husband
trying to get
decided to
them.
get them
Let's
for
continue
wood
doing
and for
this,
other
and I'll let you guys
uses. He
watch.
actually also decided to make an axe throwing station sort of thing, and he used these logs to make it. Maybe I can do a separate video on what he did to make these little stations for him to hang out with his brothers that come over often and play either darts or axe throwing. Now that they created an axe throwing board, I guess, with these huge logs. If you guys are interested in seeing what those look like, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to share them with you, and I'm sure he would too. These logs were put at the furthest part of our property, so we had to like drag them down the little hill into this section. At one point, my daughter pushed one down, and it nearly took me out. I'm not sure if I was able to capture that on camera. I hope you guys can see it, but yeah, I was not happy when that came rolling down. I had to jump onto the other log and just dodged it really quick. I think this was such a great idea. It definitely did the trick. That little pin is not going anywhere. It's definitely going to stay in place, and our new friend will not be able to move him out of the way. Not to mention that it will provide some shade if it lays down near the log, so that's perfect. It's going to be ideal for our new friend that I'm about to show you here shortly. As you guys can see, these logs were not light by any means. They're pretty heavy and hard to drag down the hill. The pin is sharing part of a wall from our chicken run. I put this plastic to divide them a little bit. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good thing or a bad thing. If you guys get to the end and see who our new guest at the homestead is, and you guys know a lot about this new animal in the homestead, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about them being around other animals in the property. There's anything I should worry or be concerned about. I know that you guys have a lot of knowledge, and I would love to hear from you guys.
You'll be able to. My daughter thinks she can handle this by herself.
I was thinking this one.
Oh, we were thinking you were saying this one.
I'd like to use it to chop wood.
Since my husband's a lot stronger, he actually used this gorilla little wagon that we have here, loaded up some of the logs, and we dragged them down the hill, which was a lot easier if you have the strength to pick them up and put them into the cart. As you guys can see here, this made things a lot easier. Once we were done with that, my daughter helped me actually install or apply a shade cloth to provide some shade for our new guest here on the property. We want to make sure he gets shade. We do get super hot sunny days here in Southern California, especially where I'm located in zone 9B. We get extreme heat, so shade is going to be crucial for our new friend. It is very important that our friend stays cool and doesn't overheat, because he doesn't necessarily sweat and cannot cool down unless he has shade, water, and mud. By now you guys probably have an idea of who our new pet is, so please leave it in the comments down below if you think you know who it is. And I want to hear feedback from you guys, because I want to learn more about this pet or this animal in our homestead and see what we have to do to make sure that we give him the right treatment and do what we need to do for him to survive and thrive in our new homestead. Now, I usually order things online, but this time I actually found this shade cloth in the big box store, and I decided to purchase it. It came in a huge roll, which I did not use all of it. It's okay, because I'm going to have other projects where I most likely need it. In fact, if I have any plants in my greenhouse, I can use the remaining of it to cover my greenhouse to provide some shade and to allow the plants in there to be cooler, since it is going to be extremely hot. I didn't want to make this complicated, so all I did is use zip ties to zip tie it down so that way it can stay in place. My husband put some wiring going across from one side to another, some metal wiring just to help it support it in case there's any leaves or anything that might pull it down. Like I always mention, if you guys have any other suggestions on what to hold it up with or how to put it better or any other material that can provide better shade, I'd love to hear from you guys, because all I can do is do what I can with what I have able to find. For now, I think it will do fine, also because it provides air to flow through it. So if there's a breeze, it would allow a good, nice breeze to run through here, and it won't be too super congested and annoying. So that's what I'm gonna do for now, and let's see how it turns out. Oh my god, friends, before I continue, I want to thank you guys all for being such great supporters, for always watching my videos, leaving comments, giving me thumbs up, because as you guys know, that helps my channel grow. And now I'm happy to announce that we hit 10,000 subscribers. It is so excited. I'm so happy to have you guys here. I will be doing a giveaway here pretty soon. We're going to be giving away some grow buckets, some IB organic products, and some Corona tools, along with some cuttings from my garden. I'm super excited and grateful to have you guys here. Thank you so much for all your support.
All right, friends, this is our new friend here with Garden Love Homestead. His name is Gilbert. We made this cage for him to be at. We put these logs all along, like I mentioned, because he is a very strong animal. He can pretty much push things out of the way. You'd be surprised what he can do with his nostril. And my husband made him let me show you guys, a house out of pallets that we had. He also made him a self feeder, which we're gonna have to figure out a solution, because he is just pouring everything out and laying on it. I need to go buy him some hay so he can make a little nest here. If you guys have suggestions on how else they make a nest to be comfortable in, let me know. But this was made out of basically most of this, 95 or 99% of it was made out of recycled pallets, and I think it came out great. We love it. We got him a little pool, which I need to fill out because it's getting warm. They don't sweat, so it's very important for us to have water for them. I give him this pool so he can dip himself in, and I put this shade cloth that is going to help him stay cool here when the hot summer days come. Guys, I just wanted to show you guys our new pet. I'm excited to share this with you guys. Quite frankly, he is half pot belly and half what do you call him? Can't think of the name. I'll write it down below, but he's not full pot belly, so he might get big. This might be our first homegrown food. We're not sure. We are thinking about it and trying to figure things out. But yes, this is his little home. We got shade cloth. We put the logs to help with the fence staying into place and him not moving it. This is a temporary home. Eventually, once the budget permits and the time, we want to recreate our chicken coop and do a big run with the big chicken house, so we can have more chickens and something that looks pretty, and the chickens won't be free range. They'll be inside their large run, and when we are available, we will let them out and we'll watch over them, because we are going to get so many more chickens. I think it would be hard to keep up with them if they're all free range while we're not here. These chickens are well trained. They know as soon as sunset, they go inside. There's a timer inside where the door closes by itself. So I don't know if you can see it. It's very hard. There's a door there that has a timer closed by itself, and the older girls train the younger ones, and they know how to do it by themselves. So I don't know if I add more chickens, if they'll all be trained, and also I don't know how well they would do in a smaller space, because the older ones aren't as friendly or nice to the younger ones. So for that reason, in the near future, hopefully we can do a much bigger run and a much bigger chicken coop, along with fixing something nice for Gilbert. And for now, that's what we got, guys. I'm glad I was able to share this with you guys. If you guys have ever had a potbelly before, share any information that you guys want me to know, as far as do people use them to eat, or people use them as pets, and what you guys recommend for the future home of this potbelly Gilbert. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to plant something, grow something, and make something beautiful and useful. Bye bye.